All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're at. Uh, this is day 17, folks. So we're doing a scale test. A scale test with all of the non-chord tones. It's going to be a tricky day today, but we can get through it. All right. So we're going to play off of each and every non-chord tone, both rules. So in general or in recap, rule number one is starting on a non-chord tone. We're not going to put a half step in between the tonic and the seven. So it's like we're playing it's like we're playing a mode of the major scale basically. Um, Second rule is we're going to put a half step before we get to the next chord tone. All right, so we're going to go through that really systematically. We're going to first start on the nine, do rule number one and rule number two in all 12 keys. And then on the four, rule number one, rule number two. And then lastly, the six, rule number one, rule number two. And then we'll be done. Let's see how, how long this takes us. But it's if you're new to this, welcome to the Bebop Scale Mastery live stream. This practice along show. It's good to have you. If you're new, let me know where you're watching from and say hey, say what up. I love to see new people. All right. So before we do that, of course, we're going to warm up. We're going to warm up and start. So let me say hi to a few folks that are in here. What's up, Jason? What's up, Felix, Dominic, Alvaro? Welcome. It's good to have you. Good to see you. Make sure you, if you're in here and you're my notification squad, go ahead and hit that like button and share it with your folks that could join us. All right. Hey, what's up, Kat? Good to see you. Jason Brewer says I'm new, watching from Springfield, Illinois. Nice. A fellow Illinoisan, an Illinois person in the chat. That's awesome. Before we start, we got some new patrons over at patreon.com/the Black Trumpeter. We got 3 new patrons, and I'm glad to have you. So here we go. We got Mats Larson. We got William Bing and Rune Hansen. 3 of you guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel, and thank all the current Patreon members. We're up to 43 members in the Practiceaholic community. So it's good to have you. Thank you so much for supporting the stream, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep on pumping some content for you guys that you enjoy. Dominic says I'm in the afternoon. What's up? Watching from Connecticut. All right, so let's get a good old Instagram in here. I can't forget about my Instagram fam. Hey, what's up, Instagram? What's up, YouTube? This is day 17 of Bebop Scale Mastery live stream, the practice along live stream. Today we are reviewing all of the non-chord tone rules. Rule number one, we're going to play it as if we're playing the major scale, so we're not inputting the half step in between the tonic and the seven. Rule number two, we are going to insert a half step before we get to the next chord tone. So we're just going to go through all those rules together, all the keys, all the rules, all the non-chord tones. So we're going to start with the 9, do rule number 1, rule number 2, and then start with the 4. We're going to start on the 4, rule number 1, rule number 2, and then on the 6, rule number 1, rule number 2, in all 12 keys today. Are you guys ready? See how long it takes. We got Grow on the Flow on Instagram. We got Perith on Instagram. What's up, Lyric? Slaughterhouse, what's up? We got you under Binen in the chat. What's up on Instagram? What's up? We got Aiden. What's up? All right, so we're gonna warm up before we start. So if you don't have the warm up, go to the link in my bio. It's PDF downloads. You can download for free, and you can join us in the warm up. What's up, Tyson the Trumpeter? If you're on YouTube, just go to the link in the description box below and go ahead and cop that download so we can warm up together. Okay. But if you can do me a real big favor and tell me if you can hear me or not. Put a number 1 in the chat if you can hear and see me really well. What's up, Destin? Over on Instagram. So if you can hear me and you can see me, let me know by putting number 1 in the chat. Thank you, Tyson. Thank you, Aiden. If I'm reading that correctly. No. Ali Don. Sorry, I thought that was a 2 eyes. You see, I'm getting old. I'm about to hit 29 in September. My eyesight ain't what it used to be. But it's all right, though. All right, so let's start with this warm-up. Cool, everybody's giving me a number 1. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right, so let's start with the warm-up. It's just 1 octave chromatic scale. We're going to play it in half steps, then quarter notes, and then eighth notes. If you're a regular person on this show, then you know what the deal is. We're going to do it at 95 BPM. And here we go. Let's start with number 1. Grow on the Flow says, what day is September? I'm the 8th. I'm the 15th of September. I'm a Virgo. I was actually a preemie, so I was actually supposed to be born in November, but I had to come out and see the world early, so I decided to come on September 15th. All right, let's do number 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ready? All right, so that was number 1. Grow on the Flow says, woo, Virgo energy in the building. Cortland says, the world needed Aaron Washington. Thank you so much for that. What's up, Fulton? Over on YouTube. All right, number 2, quarter notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, ready? Nice. Number 3, eighth notes. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, ready? All right, got us all nice and warmed up for today. With that, it was just I just like to focus on getting a nice consistent airstream. Just make sure all the notes are touching and there's no flips, no flops, no bloops, no blops from note to note. It's all smooth. So that's just a nice little warm up. Not really practiced though, but my lips feel really nice and warm, so we can go for today. The goal for today. How was everyone's night over in Illinois? We had a huge um, tornado storm that just went through Chicago, went through the entire, pretty much the entire um, state. And over here, luckily where we stay, our lights didn't go out. We still have power, but there's millions of people who I guess still don't have power yet. So thank you, God, for that. Thank you, universe, for allowing us to have power for today's stream. But it was really crazy. Trees flying off and uprooting. It was a really bad storm. So hopefully everyone's okay. Especially the folks closer to the city. My wife and I moved out of the city in February, so we're really happy that we're still not there. We're here in the suburbs, so it was really bad out there. So that's what was happening in this neck of the woods. So I guess I'll just update you guys on that. All right, so today we're just doing a test to see if we can play the both rules on all the 9 chord tones. So, as a review, I'm gonna say this again. Rule number 1: we're just gonna play it as if we're playing the regular major scale. So no half step in between the tonic and the flat 7. Rule number 2 is we're gonna insert a half step in between. But we're gonna insert a half step before we get to the next chord tone. What's up, Lucia? So let's start on the 9. Let's start on the 9, and we're gonna play all 12 keys. Rule number 1. All right, so let's start with C. So we're gonna start on the 9, which is D. 1. I'm gonna do it at 75 BPM, just one time through, just to save time. But I appreciate y'all for being here, man. We got 16 people watching. That's amazing. I don't think I'll be able to fit you guys here where I'm recording. So that's great. That's awesome. It'll probably be really loud too. All us trumpet players all in one room. 16 of us. But all right, so we're gonna start on the 9. No half step in between the tonic and the 7. So let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that was from C7. I don't know if I said that before, but that was C7. Let's actually do that again. I don't know if I said C7, so I don't know if you guys are ready. But let's do C7. Start on the 9, which is D. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go down a half step. And start on C sharp. We're gonna do B7 and start on the 9, which is B sharp. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now let's do B flat 7. B flat 7. We're gonna start on the 9. No half steps between the tonic and the flat 7. So the 9 of B flat 7 is C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, nice. Now it's B flat 7. Now let's do A7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was A7. Now let's do A flat 7. So we're going to start on the 9, which is B flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was A flat 7. How you guys doing? You guys doing okay? All right, let's do G7. We're going to start on the 9, which is A, and we're going to play it just like a regular Mixolydian scale, just starting from the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That was G7. Now let's do our lowest note. We're gonna do F sharp 7. So we're gonna start on the 9, which is G7. Here we go. Regular Mixolydian scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we got to do all 12 keys, so we got to actually go back up. So we started on C. Now let's start on D flat and go up until we hit all 12 keys. All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was D flat 7. We started on an E flat. All right, let's do D7. So we're going to start on E. We're going to start on E natural. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, nice. All right, that was E. That was D. Now let's do E flat. We're going to start on the 9, which is F natural. We're going to play it just like a regular Mixolydian scale. So with that flat 7, and yeah, let's do it. E flat 7, start on the 9, which is F. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 2 more keys. Let's play E7. So we're going to start on F sharp. F sharp of E7, which is the 9. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. That was E7. Now let's do F. F7. And this is going to be our last key. For the rule number 1, starting on the 9. And the next we're going to do rule number 2, starting on the 9, which is add a half step before we get to the next chord tone. All right, so let's do F. So the 9 of F is G natural. So let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Cool, cool, cool. How's that for everybody? Now that was pretty much level 1 of this, and we're not doing it at a quick tempo. But if you need like some extra help with this, we covered this rule and the previous rules in week 3. So if you want to go back to whatever day that was, not 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. So go back to day 11. Go back to day 11 and review if you need to review or learn week 3, day 11 through 15. And we go through all this stuff. All right. Cool. Let's see what the chat is talking about. What's up, everybody on Instagram? What's up, everybody that's new on Instagram and YouTube? So if you're new, say what's up. Say hey. I'd love to see you, and tell me where you're from, where you're watching from. We got Zato, Trumpet on Instagram. We got Sonic on Instagram. We got It's Me quotation on Instagram. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you. All right. Impro, hey, what's up? What's going on? I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. What's up, Zoo on Instagram? Impro says, why are only 12 people watching this? Louis Armstrong should watch this. Louis Armstrong should watch. I don't know if Louis Armstrong needs this, but hey, I appreciate anyone that's watching. Any and everyone. It's Me says hello. What's up? What's up, Sonic? Today is trash day. Oh, life things. But we don't have that much trash in the trash cans. You know what? You know why I said that? Because trash day is every Tuesday, and I can hear the trucks pulling up now. And guess what? I forgot to put the trash cans out. You know, because I've been a city boy for a little bit, and so I didn't have to worry about taking out the trash to the curb. You know, I just had to take my trash to the bins. So I'm still getting the hang of it, being out here in the burbs, the suburban life. So I just heard that truck go by. I was like, dang, I just forgot to take that trash out. but it's okay. Like we don't have that much trash in the trash cans. We'll wait till next week. We're gonna have to anyway. But It's Me says, I'm from Ghana. Welcome from Ghana. Growing the Flow says, oh no, that's real life. Yeah, I bring real life to this show. Like it's not about just practice. I gotta talk about the life stuff. So because we can't have, yeah, for real. I can't, we can't have music without real life. So anyway, that's a little bit into my life and what I'm dealing with. All right, let's do half step in between. Half step in rule number 2, start on the 9. So we're gonna still start on the 9, but we're gonna start with the half step in between. So that means it's gonna be and we're gonna also put a half step in between the tonic and the 7. So there's gonna be half steps in between the 9 and the tonic, and then another half step in between the tonic and the flat 7. So like this. Okay, so we're going to do that for all 12 keys. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's start on C. We're going to start on C. And again, our 9 is the D. Our 9 is the D of C7. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's C7. Now let's do B7. We're going to start on the 9, which is C sharp. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that was B7. Now let's do B flat 7. So we're going to start on the 9, which is C, and play. We're going to play. Actually, here's a quick little mental thing. If you're having trouble with this, we're gonna start on the 9, and we're gonna play chromatically until we get to the flat 7. So because between the 9 and the flat 7, that's a major third. So we can play all those half steps in between those two notes. So that for me, that's a better way of thinking about it, because it just takes out a lot of the little equations that you might have to do. If you just think about starting on the 9 and just chromatically going down until you hit the flat 7, and then we continue the scale as is. That if that helps, just let me know. But for me, that makes this process a little bit easier. Okay, so let's do B flat 7. Start on the 9 with C. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that was B flat 7. So hopefully keep that in mind. Anytime you start on the 9, we're gonna go chromatically all the way down until we hit. Think about it. You're playing the chromatic scale up until we hit the flat 7. That might help. All right, here we go. Let's do A7. A7. Here we go. So we're gonna start on the 9, which is B, and play chromatically until we get to that flat 7, which is G natural. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was A7. Now let's do A flat 7. The 9 of A flat 7 is B flat. We're gonna play chromatically all the way down till we get the flat into the flat 7, which is G flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was A flat 7. Now let's do G7. We're going to start on the 9, which is A, and play chromatically all the way until we get to the flat 7, which is F natural. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was G7. Now let's do F sharp 7. We're going to start on the 9, which is G sharp, and play chromatically up until we get to the flat 7, which is E natural. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. right, that was F sharp 7. Now let's do F7. We're going to start on the 9, which is G, play chromatically down until we hit that E flat, and we're smooth sailing until we hit that major third. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that was F7. Now let's do E7. E7, we're going to start on the 9, which is F sharp, play chromatically until we hit D, and then continue the line down the the bebop scale. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to hit our lowest note before we hit all the 12 keys. So that was E7. Now let's do E flat 7. So we're going to start on the 9, which is F, play chromatically all the way down till we get to the flat 7, which is D flat, and then continue the line down. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, our lowest key is going to be D7. All right, so D7, we're going to start on the 9, which is E, play chromatically down until we hit that flat 7, which is C natural, and then continue the line down until we hit the third. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, give a nice beefy sound on those low notes. Let the air flow straight through. Connect all the notes together real nice and smooth. Okay. What's up, Danny? Welcome. What's up, CJD Music? What's up? What's going on? Thank you for joining. We got 14 people in the building. If you can do me a real big favor, if you like this show, if you like this practice along show, give me some like the video and share the video with your friends so we can all practice together. All right. Even if they haven't caught up or they didn't start with us, tell them you can watch the replays. You can watch the replays either on Instagram or on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/theblacktrumpeter or go to Instagram at theblacktrumpeter. Okay. Also, I have PDFs of all of these exercises that we're going through, and if you would like that, you can go to patreon.com/theblacktrumpeter, and that if it's still kind of a little iffy in your fingers, go ahead and download those PDFs and take a look at it. All right. Impro Animation says, wait, but my friends don't play trumpet. If your friends don't play trumpet, that's cool. If they play like other wind instruments like tenor sax, I know we have our first tenor sax patron. His name is Harps, and he follows along, which is cool. But I mean, if other instrumentalists like to join in, they could just play by ear. We can all just play by ear together. I'll call out the key, even though I will call out the keys in our key, because this is a trumpet channel. But if you got some other trumpet buddies or some tenor sax buddies or some clarinet buddies, bring them all here so we can all practice. All right. But yeah, so we're not done. We got some more keys left. We got some more keys left. We got D flat, and then we're done with this rule. Okay, so let's do D flat. D flat says, well, I don't know why I said D flat says. D flat, we're going to start on the 9, which is E flat. We're going to play chromatically down until we get to C flat, which is the flat 7 of D flat 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's feeling good. How about y'all? Is that feeling good for y'all? Impro says I play guitar, piano, and trumpet. You trying to take everybody's gigs, man. That's cool. Man, I hated piano class in college, man. We had to take piano as music ed and music majors. We had to take piano for maybe like, I want to say 4 semesters. And in that third semester, piano 3 kicked my butt. Like I failed that class because As an education major, we couldn't get anything lower than a B in the class. I got a C. So I had to retake it, which was cool, which was fine. You know, I came back and knocked it out and got an A. And but just playing, just doing piano was just a drag. Um, I was not good at it, and even though I do have the hands for it, but it just wasn't clicking for me. The Carman 06 says I've done piano for 9 years now. That's crazy. That's good. I mean, even though I didn't like the class, I do enjoy playing, trying to like figuring out different sounds and chords and stuff like that. AF guy says took me 5 semesters too. See, so I'm not the only one. That's good. um, what's up, HKY Justo Musto says hello on Instagram. What's up? What's up? Who is Nika Smith? Question mark on YouTube says my 6-year-old is watching and trying to learn. He's also mastered the B scale just by watching you. That's awesome. That's great. 6 years old and doing this stuff and watching and playing scales. That's amazing. I wish I was doing that at 6 years old. That's great. Thank you for watching, and thank you for coming to the stream and saying what's up. All right, so we did the 9, rule number 1, rule number 2. Now let's do the 4. We got 2 more 9 chord tones to go. We're already like 35 minutes in. Let's just keep plowing right through it. All right. Okay. So we did the 9. Let's do the 4. So when you do the 4, just imagine you're playing the major scale. We're just playing the major scale, so nothing too fancy here. But we're gonna end on we're gonna play the major scale, but think about it as ending on the major 7, right? So if we're playing C7, we're gonna start on the 4, which is F. So we're starting on F. We're going to play a major scale until we hit that major 7. Now, but the important part is, it's that line or these lines are going to sound different depending on the harmonic backdrop. So if you're playing this sound over like a dominant sound, it's going to sound and feel different than playing over the major, the relative major sound. So just be mindful of that. So I actually do have MP3 play-alongs and backing tracks on patreon.com/theblacktrumpeter. So check that out, just so we can hear these lines in the context of a harmonic progression. And that's the key. That's really important. So we hear the tension and we hear the release of what these lines do. All right. What's up, F Gel? What's going on Instagram? So let's do it. So we're going to do C7 first and just go down till we hit our lowest note on the trumpet. And but I want you to just pretend like we're playing the major scale. Okay, here we go. Real simple, real easy if you know your major scales. So starting on the 4, rule number 1, no half steps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's C7. Now let's do B7. We're going to start on the 4, which is E. And remember, just pretend like this is a major scale. All right? 1. So pretend it's like the E major scale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was B7. Now let's do B flat 7. So we're gonna start on E flat, which is the 4, and remember, it's just a major scale. So let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was B flat 7, starting on E flat. Now let's do A7. We're going to start on the 4, which is D, and pretend it's Pretend it's the D major scale. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was A7. Now let's do A flat 7. What's up, SA Bastion? What's up? Oh, Sebastian. Here we go. Let's do A flat 7. So we're going to start on D flat, which is the 4 of A flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was A flat 7 starting on the 4. Now let's do G7 starting on the 4. The 4 of G7 is C, so we're just going to be playing a C major scale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but all right, let's do F sharp 7. What's up, Carlos? Let's do F sharp 7, starting on the 4, which is B natural. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That was F sharp 7 starting on the 4. Now let's do F7. So we're gonna start on the 4, which is B flat. Pretend it's the B flat major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now let's do E7. E7, we're gonna start on the 4, which is A. Pretend it's the A major scale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, getting to our lowest note on the trumpet. Now let's do A flat 7. No. Let's do E flat 7. Sorry, E flat 7. We're going to start on the 4, which is A flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we're almost done. Let's do D7. We're going to start on the 4, which is G natural, and let's do it. Pretend it's the major scale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Do we have one more key left? Oh, let's do D flat. Let's do D flat. D flat. Yeah, let's do D flat. So we're gonna start on the 4, which is G flat, and pretend it's a G flat or F sharp major scale, and then we're gonna end it on the major 7, which is F or E sharp. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's do that again just for me. 1, 2, D7 starting on the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was all 12. On the 4, now we got to do rule 2. Now this might be a little tricky because we, the half step in between, Lord have mercy, talk. So if we start on the 4 and we go to the 3, the 4 and the 3 are already a half step apart. So what we got to do is actually insert a half step from below and then back up. So for instance, if we're on C7 and we're starting on the 4, we got to play a half step leading into the 3. So that's what we got to do. It's a chromatic enclosure, essentially, is what we're doing. But after we do that, we then play the bebop scale as is. So we're going to throw in that half step in between the tonic and the flat 7. Sorry if I'm throwing a lot at you guys, but don't worry. I got all this stuff on as PDFs not Petri Dish. I got all these PDFs on patreon.com/theblacktrumpeter. So if you need that visual, Just to understand what I'm talking about in the lingo, then go there and you can download it. It should be I think it's day 12, I believe. Day 12. All right, all right. Impro says backing tracks. Yes. Yeah, the backing tracks are dope. Um, I had the first week uploaded with backing tracks. I'm gonna work on week 2 for the backing tracks. The Carman06 says, how many years have you done trumpet? I've been playing trumpet since I was 11. Now I'm 28, going on 29. So how many years is that? 17 years? 17, 16, 17 years? Or 17, 18? Lord, I can't. Felix says, is that day 16? 16. So yeah. It's a pretty long time, like half my life. But I still got stuff to learn. Still got stuff to learn. Impro Animation says I'm 11. Did you start trumpet yet? Or did you or are you the one that said you started when you were 6? I'm getting all the people confused. Oh, dope. Nealon says he plays alto sax. Y'all are some talented people up in here. That's dope. All right, so let's do rule 2, starting on the 4. So we're gonna input that half step before we get to the 3. So let's do C7. Impro says I started at 11, not 6. Gotcha. Oh, it was who said that? Now I can't find it. Lord have mercy. Oh, it was who is Nika Smith. That's who said that. Cortland said started at 9, now I'm 40. Woo! AF guy said started at 12, 9, now 45. Woo! Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time to be dealing with this instrument, man. But it's fun. As frustrating as it can be, it's still fun. With the right mindset, anyway. All right. So let's do rule number 2, starting on the 4. So here we go. So we're gonna start on C7. C7. We're starting on the 4. We're gonna do F, D sharp, E. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. There we go. I'm getting it right. Ooh, this is gonna be a tricky one. What's up, Yulo? On Instagram. Here we go. 1, C7. So we're gonna start on F. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there we go. That's feeling good. Okay, now let's do down a half step. So B7. We're gonna start on E. We're gonna play E, D, D sharp. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now let's do B flat 7. We're going to start on E flat. We're going to do E flat, C sharp, D, and then continue the line down from the 3rd. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now let's do A7. A7, we're going to start on the 4, which is D. So it's going to be D, C, natural C sharp. That's going to be the first 3 notes. Then we continue the line down. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. now let's do A flat. Let's do A flat 7. We got positive trumpeters worldwide in the building on Instagram. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now let's do A flat 7. A flat 7, we're going to start on the 4, which is D flat. We're going to do D flat, B natural, C, and then continue the line down from the 3rd. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's do G7. G7. Let's do G7, which is, we're going to start on the 4, which is C. We're going to do C, B flat, B, natural, and then continue the line down. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you guys would like to do the double time with me, I'm doing it just so I can get my fingers moving a little bit. But my brain is still working hard trying to figure out what I'm doing. So the more we do this, the better and easier it will be, and we don't have to think as much. All right, so let's do, that was G7. Now let's do F sharp. Let's do F sharp 7. F sharp 7, we're going to start on B. We're going to play B, A sharp, and then continue the line down from there. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's feeling good. That's feeling good. How about y'all? How you guys think? You guys doing good? If not, don't worry about it. Do the best you can. Slow it down if you need to. That's what practice is for. This is just a review of what we've just been doing. Now let's do F7. F7. So we're going to start on B flat. We're going to say B flat, G sharp, A. Or you can say B flat, A natural. Continue the line down from the 3rd. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Here we go. Let's do, that was F7. Now let's do E7. E7, we're going to start on A. We're going to start on A. We're going to play A, G natural, G sharp, and then continue the line down from G sharp. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Nice, nice, nice. So we got Impro. Impro says, oh, Cortland says, not too shabby. That's great. That's great. Impro says, my bird bites my what? Your bird bites your trumpet. That's interesting. I didn't know they bit. I thought they like pecked. So you might have like little dents in your trumpet. That's interesting. Alvaro says, I'm 35 and started 2 to 3 years ago. Still a long path ahead. The path never stops, and that's what we have to realize with trumpet or just music in general. Like the path is never ending, and we're never gonna get to the top. That's you're either afraid of that or you're liberated by that. Just knowing that we can do anything on the trumpet. We just gotta work at it, right? So it doesn't matter when you start or where you start. It's just about moving forward each and every single day. Do a little bit of something. So for me, this is my little bit of something to get me forward and get the freedom that I want to be able to play this horn effortlessly as much as possible. So don't worry about it. We're all in the same trajectory, and we all have our own individual paths. But we got to practice, and we got to do it on a consistent basis, whether that's daily, whether that's 3 days a week, whether that's 2 days a week. Just make sure it's consistent because the trumpet needs it. What's up, Mrs. Jessica Justin on Instagram? What's up? What's going on? Impro says, make a 1 second vid we watch We watch it 60 times each time to support you. Um, that's something. I do have um, a TikTok, so I do make shorter form content on there, or I did before. So if you're on TikTok or if it hasn't been banned already, follow me at Clarion Cast. So CLARION Cast, Clarion Cast, on TikTok. If it's not banned by now, or if Trump, acting the way, whatever. Okay, so let's do the next key. Let's do. Did we do that? We did. I lost count now. So we did E7. Now let's do E flat. I think we're on E flat. I lost count. Okay, let's do E flat. It's, let's do E flat. One. So we're gonna start on A flat, which is the 4. We're gonna play A flat, F sharp, G, and then continue the line down from there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One. All right. Now let's do D7. So on D7, we're gonna start on the 4. The 4, which is G. We're gonna play G, F natural, F sharp, and then continue the line down from that note. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's do D flat. D flat 7. So we're gonna start on G flat. We're gonna play G flat, E natural, F natural, and then continue the line down. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at time, at tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's D flat. Now let's do C. Wait, we did all 12. We did all 12. Whew. My brain hurts. We got one more. We got one more to go. We got 6. We got the 6 now. So the 6 should be a lot easier now since we did the 4. Just going through all that brain stuff. What's up, Butters? 123 on Instagram. Impro says, "Do you have Discord?" I don't have Discord. I'm really old. I'm not. I'm old and I really don't know how it works. So if I figure it out, if and when I figure it out, I might get a Discord. But yeah. All right, so we're gonna start on the 6. I gotta stretch, Lord. Gotta start on the 6. So we're gonna play rule number 1. I'm gonna play it as if. Yeah, we're gonna play it as like a major scale, but we're gonna start on the 6, right? Cortland says, "Very good session today. A couple of brain toots, but making progress." My brain really is like throbbing, just thinking about this stuff and going through the motions and going through the fingerings and talking my way through it. That's what's helping me. But memorization is key. So if you can't get it by memory, that'll probably be the best way. All right, so let's do start on the 6. No half step in between the tonic and the 7. Okay? So we're gonna start on C and play this thing. What's up, KC Walker on Instagram? So we're gonna start on the 6 of C7, which is A. And we're not going to play any half steps in between the tonic and the flat 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Da da da. 1 and 2 and 3 and do I have to play it that high? I think I do. Yeah, okay. So we gotta start above the staff, I think. Start above the staff. That's C. Impro says Corona is making the education system suck. Well, the education system already sucked. The coronavirus is just really showing its colors. So, but I understand what you're saying. Casey Walker says, great tone, man. Thank you so much. Let's do. I feel like that's hot bottom. Oh, okay. We got it. I got it. So we're gonna start on C7. We hit that low G, right? So that's all good. So we're gonna start in the staff. If you're a boss, play up the octave. What's up, Francisco? Hi there. Hope everyone is doing all right. I'm doing all right. I can't complain. Lil Carter is here on Instagram. Welcome. So, we're going to start. We're going to play C7. Start on A. Play it all the way down till we get to G, or the fifth of C7. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was C7. Let's go down a half step. Let's hit that lowest note that we have, which is F sharp. So we're gonna play B7. The sixth of B7 is G sharp. Again, we're not gonna play a half step in between the tonic and the flat 7. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Got a question here. Lil Carter says, I have a water leak in my trumpet. How do you stop it? It's a little crack. It's a water leak. Where's the leak? A water leak in my trumpet. Where's the leak? Is it near the tuning slides? If so, I'll say just take it to the shop. Take it to instrument repair shop, and they should be able to fix it. Solder it up, do their little magic, and you should be all good. All right, so that was B7. We hit our lowest note. Now let's just start on D flat and just go up until we hit all 12 keys. Here we go. 1. So D flat, we're going to start on the 6th. The 6th of D flat is B flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that was D flat. Now let's hit D. D7, it starts on the 6th, which is B natural. And we're going to play it like a Mixolydian scale, regular Mixolydian scale with the flat 7, just starting on the 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was D7. Now let's do E flat 7. So we're gonna start on the 6, which is C. Play it all the way down like a Mixolydian scale until we hit that 5, which is B flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was E flat 7. Now let's play E7, E natural, E7. We're gonna start on the 6, which is C sharp. Play it all the way down till we hit the 5, which is B. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was E7. Now let's do F7. We're gonna start on the 6, which is D. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. almost missed that E flat 7 for a quick second. That was F7. Now let's play F sharp 7. So we're gonna start on the 6, which is D sharp. Remember that flat 7, which is E natural, right? And then we're gonna end it on C sharp. Hey, what's up, Lee? What's up, Lee Young? Lee Youngin says hello. Francisco says, do you teach absolute beginners or have videos to recommend? I do teach absolute beginners. I teach everybody who wants some help. So if you would like a lesson, the first lesson for new students is always free. First 30-minute lesson, you can go down to the description box below and sign up. You can click the link below and sign up online with the time that fits you. I do have videos on absolute beginners though. So what I recommend is check out my video about mouthpiece placement, forming the embouchure, and how to get a good tone. So check out those 3 videos for sure. All right, just seeing if we have some more comments here, if I missed them. All right. On Instagram, I have a countdown from 2 minutes. Of course, we're going to be continue this live stream later. So if you're on Instagram, go ahead and go to youtube.com/theblacktrumpeter, and so you don't miss out on the rest of the stream. It's counting down from 1 minute and 36 seconds. So if you want to continue the live stream, go to youtube.com/theblacktrumpeter. All right, so let's continue. So we did E flat. We did C. Do we do? Let's do E7. I forgot if we did E7. Here we go. E7. We're gonna start on the 6, which is C sharp. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do F7. 1, 2. We're gonna start on the 6, so which is D. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we did F7. I just remember because I was just about to not hit that E flat. But repetition is good. Drilling is good. Now let's do F sharp 7. F sharp 7. We're gonna start on the 6th, which is D sharp. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was F sharp 7. Now let's do let's do G7. We're gonna start on the 6th, which is E. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was G7. Now let's do A flat 7. 1. So the 6 is F. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that was A flat 7. We're chugging along here through the keys. It's really painful. It's painful for me so much. Oh man. All right, here we go. A7. Let's do, we're going to start on the 6, which is F sharp, and then in the line on the 5, which is E. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One last key, and then we can move on to rule number 2 and then be done for the day. This stream is going to go on a little bit longer than usual. All right, so let's do B flat 7. So we're going to start on the 6. We're going to start on the 6, which is G natural. Continue the line down until we hit that 5, which is F. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Whew. This is some work here. This is some work. I'm sweating. Lord, are y'all sweating? I know Cortland must be sweating. It must be like 200 degrees out there. just the fact that you're out there in Las Vegas, man, it's just hot. But I'm hot right now, and I still got the AC on. If you might be able to hear it. All right, so we got Alvaro says, I love these sessions because when I practice anything in all 12 keys by myself, I usually change keys in fourths as there is only one note change. Changing a half step up and down is tougher to me. Yeah, because we get to all the harder keys. Like as soon as we play C, we either play B or C sharp. Those two keys, man, not too friendly, not too friendly on the trumpet. That's why I like practicing in half steps because we definitely get to the money keys, that give us all trouble. Instead of playing either circle of fourths or circle of fifths, but that's still a good practice tool too. So practicing in half steps, practicing in fourths or fifths, practicing in minor thirds, practicing all 12 keys in whole steps, practicing in all 12 keys in major thirds. Any combination, because when we improvise, we're gonna come up on different movements, different chord movements. Either a 2/5 going down a whole step, maybe a 2/5 going up a major third or a minor third. So, or even half steps. So, it's all tools, but I like half steps the most because we get to the hard keys as soon as possible. All right, so we got one more rule left, one more chord tone left, which is the sixth, and we're just going to, and we covered this yesterday. So the double bebop scale. So we're gonna it's I call it the double bebop scale because we have, it's kind of like a morph between the major bebop scale plus the dominant bebop scale because we add in those half steps together. So so we did that yesterday. If you need that PDF or any of these PDFs, you can go to patreon.com/theblacktrumpeter. I'm forever grateful and appreciative to all my supporters. Either if you're supporting on Patreon or if you're supporting the stream by sharing it or telling your friends or liking the video, I appreciate all of that. So thank you. Even if you're watching here on the live, you're watching here on the replay, I appreciate your time, and I'm just going to make sure that I put as much quality content in as possible so I don't waste your time, right? So Cortland says, yep, definitely sweating. I knew it. I'm sweating here. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to what we played yesterday, the double bebop scale, and we'll be done. All 12 keys. Let's do it. You guys ready? All right. Let's do all 12 keys. Starting on C7. Starting on A, which is the 6th. We're going to play A flat, G, and then continue the line down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to end the line on the flat 7, so that B flat. Let's play it again in C real quick. 1, 2, 3, All right, let's go down a half step. Playing B7. We're going to start on the 6th, which is G sharp. We're going to go G sharp, G natural, F sharp, and then continue the line down as if we're playing the dominant bebop scale. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's play B flat 7. We're going to start on the 6th, which is G. We're going to play G, G flat, F, and then continue the line down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, That was B flat 7. Now let's do A7. A7, we're going to start on the 6th, which is F sharp. We're going to play F sharp, F natural, E, continue the line down. 1, 2, 3, let's go. All right, we're hitting our lowest note on the trumpet. Then we're going to go up and play until we get all 12 keys, right? Here we go. So let's play A flat. So our G flat is going to be our lowest note in this key. All right, here we go. So we're going to start on the 6th, which is F natural. F natural to E natural to E flat. Continue the line down until we hit that flat 7. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, 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 nice. Make sure we get all that air out and make sure we have nice full notes from beginning to end, all slurred. All right, so we started on C. Now let's start on D flat and go up until we hit all 12 keys. All right, it's fresh in my mind, so this is a little bit easier now. Whew, so I don't have to work as hard. I don't have to sweat as much. All right, here we go. D flat. So we're gonna start on the 6th of D flat, which is B flat, right? Continue the line down. We're gonna play B flat, A natural, A flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. All right, all right. Gotta work on that key. D7. We're gonna start on the 6th, which is B. So we're gonna play B natural, B flat, A, and then continue the line down. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Harps, welcome, welcome. First time catching the live over at the UK. Welcome. We got another saxophone player in the building, playing tenor sax. Thank you for joining. Good to have you, man. All right, so let's play. Lord, you need some water. Let's play E flat 7. So we're gonna start on the 6th, which is C. We're gonna play C, C flat, B flat, or you can think C, B natural, B flat, then continue the line down until we hit that flat 7, which is D flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, gotta work on that key. E flat and D flat. Gotta make a note. All right, so let's do E7. We're gonna start on C sharp, which is the 6th. We're gonna play C sharp, C natural, B. Continue the line down until we hit that flat 7, which is D. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Okay, let's do F7. We're almost done. We're almost done. F7. So we're going to start on the 6th, which is D. We're going to play D, D flat, C. Continue the line down until we hit that flat 7, which is E flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That was F7. Now let's do F sharp. F sharp 7. 1. F sharp 7. We're going to start on D sharp. Continue. So we're going to play D sharp, D, C sharp. Continue the line down until we hit that flat 7, which is E. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, almost done, almost done. Let's do G7. G7, we're going to start on E. We're going to start on E, so it's going to be E, E flat, D. Continue the line down until we hit the flat 7 of G7, which is F natural. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. cheeseburgers in my horn. Lord, I need to clean my horn. Here we go. G7. So we did G7. Now let's do A flat 7. So we're going to start on F, which is the 6th. So we're going to play F, E natural, E flat, and then continue the line down until we hit that flat 7, which is G flat. Here we go. Just testing you. Just testing you just to figure out if you knew it or not. Not because I had a brain fart. Anyway, here we go. A flat 7. We're going to start on the 6th, which is F. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that was A flat 7. Now let's do A. Let's do A. So after A, we got B flat, and then we're done. We got 2 more keys left. A. 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 So the 6th of A7 is F sharp. F sharp, we're going to do F sharp, F natural, E. Continue the line down until we hit the flat 7, which is G natural. What's up, PSX 2007, 2010? Welcome to the stream. Here we go. A7. Start on the F sharp. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me start that over. That F sharp didn't want to come out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You can play it there too. Last key, B flat 7. Here we go. You guys ready? Whew. B flat 7, last key, last rule. All right. So the 6th of B flat is G natural. So we're gonna play G natural, F, G natural, G flat, F, or we can say G natural, F sharp, F natural. Continue the line down. You can play it above the staff, or you can play it in the staff. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I gotta make sure I hit that 4. That's what was tricky about this one, is making sure I hit the natural 4 instead of the sharp 4. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. Oh my goodness, folks. This was a workout. Whew, this is a workout for me. If you're not sweating, man, you're a boss then. Because I'm sweating. I'm gonna have to go take a nap or something. Because that just worked me out. Just playing all the non-chord tones, both rules, all 12 keys. We did it under 90 minutes though, surprisingly. So man, tomorrow is day 18. So we're gonna get to playing triads off of the chord tones. And this is gonna be fun. That's definitely gonna be a workout for sure. But it's gonna add some more shape to our line. So we're not always just playing the scale just from top to bottom. So we're gonna go up the triad and then come down the scale. So the folks that are my patrons, you guys already have tomorrow's PDF. You can just download that and start working on it. And so yeah, that's for day 18. And we're just going to do 4 keys. So we're going to do F sharp, G, A flat, A flat, and A. So we're just going to do 8 keys for the day because that's going to be enough. Trust me. We're going to do the triads off of each chord tone or each triad that allows us to play off of the chord tone. And I'll explain a little bit more in detail about that tomorrow. But tomorrow is day 18, and we add some diatonic triads. You guys ready? All right, man. So I enjoyed y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time out and practicing along with me. It's been fun and some hard work. My brain hurts. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. You guys, go take a nap if your brain hurts. Close your eyes, turn the lights off, do whatever you need to do to recover from this session. But you guys, I appreciate you guys for being here, either here live or here on the replay. I appreciate all my patrons that continue to support the stream. So I thank you. I thank you. And yeah, you guys take it easy, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.